Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Somebody tell me what the hell is going on right now. Hey, I told y'all. I told y'all it was going to happen. Look at me in my eyes, man. Told y'all, man. Those Heredia fruit cocktails will change your physique. Juan Manuel Marquez 4. Now you got Plant versus Benevidez. Look at that. Y'all tell me how in the world a guy like that can increase muscle, increase definition, increase power, and still maintain speed and flexibility. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'll tell you what. For those of you who think I'm crazy, I'll tell you what. They used to call me crazy hood champion, and now you're going to call me Batman. Check this out.
Look at that shit. Oh, look at that. Look at that shit. Oh, look at that.
Now, I stopped the video right here. Now you can see that he's not flexing, but just him breathing, you can see that he look a little softish there in the oblique area, but he's still, you can see some definition in the stomach. But watch when the flex takes place. We've never seen him look. Now, the way he looks here, there's still some definition there without him flexing, which we've never seen. But this right here.
Look at that shit. Oh, look at that.
When have you ever seen Benevidez look like that? Striations in the chest. You see the definition in the triceps, forearms, there in the shoulders, and the trapezius. Everything. The man even got muscles in his face. Come on. And that's the little cornball there on the side who's about to get clipped by Colbert, but it is what it is. Y'all come on, tell me, look, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Juan Manuel Marquez Pacquiao 4 is what's about to happen here. Now, I'm going to be real with you. Caleb Plant looking in pretty good shape too. And you know I'm fair. He's got old Conti. He's got Conti in his corner. And I don't care what no one says. It's too big. Let me make this a little bit smaller. I don't care what no one says. When you got Victor Conti in your corner, we got to still be a little bit suspicious about what's going on there, right? So I'll take the glasses off because my detective work, I think it's been concluded. I think we've been able to convince the jury that David Benevidez may be taking the Heredia fruit cocktail. And Caleb Plant, look, that newfound power, right? This man knocking out people with a damn left hook. I ain't saying he never had the power. Maybe he's like Tyson Fury, or just a guy who liked to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. And then just, got the right trainer and just developed one-punch knockout power. I'm not saying there's any foul play. But what I'm saying is David Benevidez has the Heredia fruit cocktail. Caleb Plant has the Victor Conti fruit cocktail. Tyson Fury has the Usman Sajak cocktail. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't mean anybody's doing anything foul. I have no proof of that, no evidence. You know what I'm saying? But you can't make me believe that when Benevidez gets in that ring with Caleb Plant, that Benevidez isn't going to show us something that we haven't seen before. But conversely, I got to wonder about Caleb Plant. The guy's from his team. Everyone thinks Caleb Plant is going to run. Don't be surprised when he sits down and holds his ground and exchanges with Benevidez. How? When? Who, what, when, where, why, how? You tell me how the hell Caleb Plant all of a sudden is a killer puncher? Look, I'm rooting for Caleb Plant. I am, okay? The only reason I'm rooting for Caleb Plant is I think the Benevidez father, the two sons, deserve the Asshole of the Year award. Because I don't care what they were saying, right? When it comes to Caleb Plant and losing his daughter, Okay? Whatever the child's mother had to say about Caleb Plant, that's between Caleb Plant and the mother. It's not the father's place to come and start to comment on it. Because let's say there was some bad that happened, and maybe Caleb Plant could have done some things differently, right? I don't know, but I'm just saying, let's say there was some things he could have done differently, and there was some bad energy surrounding his parenting style or his parenting when that baby passed away. You let the baby take that with her. You know what I'm saying? Anyone who was alive and there were things going on that really didn't result in good energy, if they pass away, you let them take that with them. You don't keep that alive. And to me, Benevidez Sr., he kept negativity alive. And I don't care what he says about Caleb Plant. He, in my opinion, had no right to say nothing at all about that child, about what the mother said, nothing. He's an effing idiot for doing that. That man loves his two sons. I'm talking about Benevidez Sr. He would lose his mind and his little Mexican mustache if somebody was to say something. He almost had, that man was going through a Tyson Fury depression and anxiety and an OCD and everything else and bipolar disorder when they found out about his son David Benevidez sniffing that chill pill, right? Oh, the whole world found out David Benevidez was sniffing the chill pill, and all of a sudden Benevidez Sr., oh, it was so hard. My son, I didn't want to be in the sport no more. I shut up, man. So if you can sit there and get pissed off about something we know is a fact about your adult son, right? And then you want to, I just didn't want to be in the sport. But it's okay for you to get to be mad about that and not want anybody to talk about it, right? See, y'all don't know this, do you? He ran up on Caleb Plant, asking Caleb Plant not to say nothing about it. Caleb Plant, I guess they shook hands or something. Caleb Plant's like, I'm not going to say nothing. Then Caleb Plant went back to social media and I guess must have mentioned it again about David Benevidez, the chill pill, right? But then he walked up to Caleb Plant another time and said, hey man, as a man, I took your word, but you're still talking about it. I don't like it. Long story short, he says as a result, he doesn't respect him. He can't stand him. He's not a man of his word. He kept talking about David Benevidez's situation, hitting the chill pill, and now that, in addition to other things, he can't stand him. But it's okay. It's not okay for him to say something about your son hitting the chill pill, right? Adult son, what we all know is a fact that something happened. It's not okay for him to say something, but it's okay for David Benevidez Sr. to say something that he has no idea about just because he wants to be a cockahole. So get out of here with that, all right? So I'm rooting for Plant. But I'm not stupid either. I think David Benevidez has a good chance to win. And especially now that David Benevidez is running around here looking like this, I got to be real and say, I'm not sure what direction this is going to go. David Benevidez has said he can box. He has good head movements. He can stand in the center of the ring. He can catch punches. He can slip. He can counter. He has a right hand, left hand. He has high boxing IQ, high boxing awareness. He's been doing this for years. When he gets in there with Caleb Plant, he's not worried about him running around the ring. If Caleb Plant runs around the ring, he's going to let him run like a P word. He's like, but for Caleb Plant to win the fight, he can't win the fight running. For him to land on me, that means he has to come to me. And when he comes to me, that's going to be a problem. And what he said does make sense. For Caleb Plant to win, he can't pull an Erislandy Lara versus Canelo Alvarez. He just can't win a fight like that. People think that's the Mayweather style. That's no damn Mayweather style. Mayweather moved around the ring and fought intelligently, but Mayweather would walk your ass down too. Mayweather would chop you down. So these people are talking about that's the Mayweather style. That's no Mayweather style. Get out of here. Mayweather would be against those ropes. How many times we see him in every fight against the ropes? And that damn shoulder roll, or countering, uppercuts, hooks, just discouraging guys from even wanting to put him on the ropes. Because Mayweather was he was a 100% all-around complete fighter. But that being said, I'm very, very suspicious. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I said, you know what? I keep comparing Benevidez and Caleb Plant as far as Benevidez physique. I was telling you, if he looks shredded, we got to question it. And you look at him now, right? You know, this isn't something I'm making up. When you look at him and see that he's shredded, look at him in the picture, right? He's shredded. Look at Juan Manuel Marquez down below. The man's shredded, right? Look at him. So it makes you wonder, how does this happen, right? So I said, you know what? I can't remember everything that was said about Juan Manuel Marquez, but surely that created a bit of suspicion. So there was an article written, man, back in 2013 when Juan Manuel Marquez, who was almost 40, shows up in the ring looking like the Latin lover. So it says, Juan Manuel Marquez, Tim Bradley pad testing in good hands with the Nevada Commission, because Juan Manuel Marquez was out here looking like a killer. So this is what some of the article says. This is from Yahoo Sports, right? I'm not going to read the whole thing, just a few little snippets, because I really feel this is what the article is going to read about David Benevidez after he fights Caleb Plant, and if he viciously knocks him out with one shot, like Juan Manuel Marquez viciously knocked out Manny Pacquiao with the one shot. Something that you just haven't seen happen to Caleb Plant, and we haven't seen David Benevidez do. We know he has power, but not the one shot. To hurt you, stun you, but not out cold, right? Juan Manuel Marquez had the power to hurt you, stun you, not out cold. He out colded Manny Pacquiao. That's all I'm saying. So a few snippets from the article, right? There's plenty of reason to be suspicious of Juan Manuel Marquez's new body. At 38 years old, although Benevidez is younger, he added an incredible amount of bulk that increased his power, and yet he retained his flexibility, speed, and quickness. You just don't do that at 38. He works with one of the most notorious trainers in the sport, Angel Guillermo Mimo Heredia. Same guy Benevidez, for the first time, decided he needed in his camp for Plant. That should tell you something. Heredia admitted in court he supplied many athletes involved in the Balco case with performance-enhancing drugs, and has done videos that essentially documented how athletes can hide their pad usage. Hide their pad usage. Hide their pad usage. Usman Sajjad said the same thing. Victor Conti said the same thing. The only one who wasn't stupid enough to come out and say it was Alex Heredia, but we know he was putting together the Heredia cocktails too for Pacquiao. Care what you say. And he was putting them cocktails together for McDonough, and McDonough didn't have no damn padding in his gloves when he fought Adrian Broner. Those are, how the young boys say? Facts. Facts. The only person that I don't think those cocktails could affect is if a fighter was taking a cocktail and fought Blair the Flair Cobb. I don't think anybody beats Blair the Flair Cobb. But back to the article. Prior to working with Heredia, Marquez was always lean without a lot of definition, right? Kind of like David Benevidez. He's lean, but not much definition, right? And looked puny when he jumped to welterweight in 2009 to fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. Benevidez always looked kind of soft. It says here, Benevidez always looked kind of soft. But then it says here, Marquez, however, was not a puny welterweight in December when he knocked out Pacquiao, right? He was thickly muscled with definition and showed power he hadn't previously displayed. You look what's going on with Benevidez, right? He's not necessarily looking so softish or puny necessarily. He was already kind of big, but he wasn't muscular, Latin lover looking, Speedo, coconut oil on the beach in the sun physique. Nah. Now you see this man kind of thickly muscled, definition. We're going to see what kind of power he shows. I think he's going to show power he hasn't displayed before. That's all I'm saying. Now, Marquez, like Benevidez, right, is going to do, but Marquez angrily denied pads, and Heredia denied supplying them to him. That very well may be the truth, which we're going to be having this conversation. Marquez's larger body could be the work of a more focused, more scientific approach to his physical training, just as he claims. Now, there's a lot more to talk about here, but I'm not going to get into that. What I wanted to say is this. Marquez went on to say he's not a cheater. Benevidez is going to say he's not a cheater. All I know is this. Yeah, if there's no testing, that's going to be a fail. And Marquez said his body changed from hard work. Benevidez is already saying working hard. My body's changing. I'm feeling this. I'm this and that. I'm fighting 12 rounds, 6 different sparring partners, 5 different sparring partners, right? So there's some similarities there. You can see the consistency in the storylines leading up to the fight. We just have to wait to see if it's a one-punch knockout. That's all we have to see. But I'm going to tell y'all right now. Sorry about that. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I think Benevidez doesn't need to take anything. Benevidez is a special fighter, right? Platt's a special fighter. But I'm just telling you, I think this is really going to boil down, like I've been saying in other videos, is Heredia versus Conti. That's what it boils down to. Who, if there's going to be foul play, right? Which I have no proof. This is just a conversation, kind of for entertainment, right? If there's going to be foul play, you better believe it's going to take place on both sides. And it's going to be masked. They're going to try to mask it on both sides. It's going to see who has the most potent cocktail and who has administered the most potent cocktail to their fighter. And we're going to see in the ring if the cocktails cancel each other out because their potency is equal, or if one's a little bit stronger, and as a result gives their fighter a bit of Herculean strength, Herculean stamina, Herculean endurance, Herculean flexibility, and Herculean punching power. And then we're going to know what's going on. But that being said, I'm suspicious of both. More of Heredia. But I'm just telling you right now, I don't see right now any impediments that would prevent this fight from happening. Commission's not suspicious. Directors aren't suspicious. Promoters, managers, networks, no one's suspicious of anything. But I'm telling you what, on the day of the goddamn weigh-in, when you see Benevidez in there looking like the Latin lover, speedoed down, coconut oil, ready for the sun, I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of suspicion around his physique because he's never looked like that. And we just have to wait and see. That being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, consider donating. I'm not a hater. I love boxing. My two favorite fighters, Zab Judah and Chris Bird. But what I'm telling you is, when I sit here and I watch a fighter do a Juan Manuel Manny Pacquiao fall, right? When they do that, as far as their physique, like Benevidez did in that above picture, I gotta say, hold your horses. Somebody's taking it to the stupid. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. You know what I'm in.